Hello and welcome to another night of Dungeons and Dragons with Roll Together. How's it going? I hope it's going well. Thank you for joining us for another night of Andor. My name is Brito and my pronouns are she, they, and I will be the Dungeon Master for tonight. For people that don't know what Dungeons and Dragons is, it is a TTRPG where the DM gets to make up this extravagant story or the simplistic story, and you have a party of players that basically play out the story, and the DM is basically like a guide, and we get to use these fancy little things called D20s to make choices for us, and also other dice as well. So without that in the way, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. So we can start with Rox.
Everybody, my name is Rox. You can find me anywhere at Rox the Wizard on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all the above. Tonight I'll be playing Oswin. Both of our pronouns are he, him.
All right, and next we have Noir.
That's me. Hi, I'm Noir. You can find me everywhere as the Noir Enigma, and today I'll be playing Drestel. Their pronouns are they, them. My pronouns are he, they.
All right, and next we have Tenny.
Hello, I'm Tenny. I'll be playing Revna tonight. Her pronouns are she, her, and so are mine. You can find me at It's Tenny with 2 Y's at the end of it on TikTok, Twitter, or Twitch.
All right, and then we have Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam Delev, and I'm playing Solvi, our grave cleric. Like any good being with the death, Solvi and I are they.
Which is the best gender.
I mean, I'm not making a ranking, but since you have.
And someone had to say it. And last but certainly not least, we have Anorian.
What's going on, hip cats? Cool, collected peoples. I'm Norian. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I play Jean. He be the he, him, I'm the he, him.
Where can people find you, Anorian?
Online. You can
Prayers and concerns.
you find me at twitter.com/Anori. /Anori. I don't know my name. You can find me at twitter.com/AnorianGD. You can find me at twitch.tv/Anorian. I do games and stream stuff.
If you go to his Twitter, you can donate to his Ko-fi to help a cause.
For just $3.
For just
You can
$3 a
change your
month.
life.
What's going on, hip cats?
In the arms of your angel, fly away.
Only he's the one in the cage, not the dog.
What is happening?
I don't know. Save a hip cat.
I don't know.
Save a hip
Listen,
cat.
it's been a long week.
So, okay. Thank you, Anorian.
Good words just
We
came out.
appreciate you. We appreciate. So before we kick off tonight's game, it will be running at approximately 3.5 hours or so-ish. We have a lot planned for tonight, and there will be a 10-minute break in the middle somewhere for you to do bio breaks and get hydrated and all that great stuff and stretch your limbs. Now on to our lovely sponsors. We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge, which is a 3D customizable website for TTRPG players to make their miniatures. So you can go on there and make your characters come to life and order these cute little figurines that they make. And they just introduced color not too long ago, it's called Hero Forge 2.0. And they also have accessibility options as well, which is really, really wonderful. They're doing great stuff over there. And as you can see, in the corner of all the players' lovely windows, we got to do Making the Mini together, which you can also check out on Roll Together's YouTube. It's basically where I sat down with the player and we talked about the character while making these minis, and it was such a fun time. So yeah, check out Hero Forge, buy some stuff from there. We are also delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro, which is the leading manufacturer for sports and gaming collectible accessories. So you can join us in Twitch chat today to win a gift voucher. Just say something and you'll be entered into a random drawing. And these are given out internationally as well. So head to ultrapro.com to see what you might like, or if you want to buy something from there too. And we are also sponsored by the wonderful Elderwood Academy, who is basically they are making gaming themed gear such as dice boxes and deck boxes and rolling trays as well. They have these cute little ones that are disguised as tomes, as arcane tomes. They're adorable. Please go buy their stuff. It's so cool. And you can get 10% off your purchase if you type in the code in all caps, roll dash together. You can get 10% off your purchase. So go over to elderwoodacademy.com. I know there's a lot of websites. The next one that we are sponsored by is, of course, D&D Beyond. Without D&D Beyond, we wouldn't be able to have character sheets or characters for that matter. And it is basically your digital guide to D&D, and you can see everyone's character sheets on the overlay on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm not going to point to it because it could be anywhere. And we are also supported by Level Up Dice. There's a link in the chat for the Table Shakers range. And we are also supported by two lovely D&D video games, Idle Champions and Warriors of Waterdeep. You can type in command Idle Champions and command Warriors of Waterdeep into the Twitch chat for download links. And for Idle Champions, there's a code you can directly enter into the game, or type command code into the Twitch chat for a golden chest. Whereas for Warriors of Waterdeep, you can type in command WOW gems into Twitch chat for a link, which you'll need to use on your mobile device. So you can get free stuff from these wonderful games. And we are a Roll Together RPG on all social media. There will be links in the chat, so please like, follow, subscribe, all that great stuff. And a massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can also find that link in the chat, and anything helps our shows. So without them, we would not be able to do what we do. So a huge thank you to them. And you can also unlock more tiers by joining. And our shows are also available as podcast versions. If you don't like looking at our faces, that's totally fine. If you like listening to our voices, then that is going to be your best bet. It is going to be on all podcast platforms. And finally, we are a diverse group of players playing a diverse group of characters who have a vast array of different gender identities and sexual orientations. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and the players always want to honor that and portray these characters respectfully. So we aim to avoid misgendering or anything of the like. And we do acknowledge that it does happen sometimes. And if we happen to miss an instance of correct gender or anything like that, do not hesitate to reach out or correct us in chat. We are here to respect everyone. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, last time in Andor, you all came across some troubles on the Redemption, some of which made things a little more complicated for your journey. Jean, not only are you now a wanted man amongst Andor, but you are battling an insatiable thirst, something that you have never felt in your life until now. You're currently being held in the lower deck as a prisoner for your father's alleged crimes. Is he who he says he was, or is the image of the man, the knight that fought so valiantly, a facade for something darker? Drestel, peace is intertwined with your words to your comrades, but tensions are growing high between them. Peace only lasts for so long until it slowly morphs into negligence. Aside from that, you find yourself in Tali, stumbling upon a quaint butcher shop that illuminated the dark streets of the town. The old butcher was there, and he invited you in to supply some meat, only for him to reveal himself as a horrific creature that has slain the entire town. And Oswin, to say that darkness is not consuming you would be a lie. Not only is it corroding your heart, but you have also given yourself to Valravn as a part of a deal. You turn your friends in as an exchange for Calliope's life, something that you hold dear, and something that your friends, to you, don't seem to care about as much as you do. Your view of your bonds, your connections is now tainted, and the choices that you make will affect the outcome of many lives. And Solvi, Quail is out in the realms of which you walk no longer within the safety of your conscience. And seeing that child in person has lit a fire in you, something that you haven't felt ever since you were alive. But that's the problem. Death is leaving you and life is entering you. From the warmth that has now touched your cheeks to Quail fading away, everything has just become that much more important to you to get her soul back and to get rid of yours. Now, with that said, Drestel, you've stumbled across one of the most terrifying things you've probably seen in a hot-ass minute. This being that I described the last time towers over you, and it has bone fingers that are extended out and claws, and the skull-like face floating in a layer of smoke that seems to drape over it. Now, Solvi and Revna, you're sort of wandering with Quail outside and in the streets of Tali when Solvi, you smell it. That wretched scent of the undead wafting off the butcher shop. Do you all want to go in?
There's death. There's wrong death. We have to go. Sylvie moves.
Revna will follow.
Okay. You all enter the darkened butcher shop, and the smell of blood is all too prominent. And from the back of the shop, you see the door kind of cracked open, and on the floor is blood-tainted light that is splayed out before you. Now, back at the ship, Oswin and Jean, you notice that the others have been gone for a while, almost too long. However, just as you're about to get up, a hooded figure appears in the doorway, and time literally freezes around you. Oswin, you've seen these hooded figures before, especially at the tavern back in Andor. The steady waves that are passing by the ship kind of stop and freeze as well, and a piercing ring happens in your ears. And right as Magnus gets up and begins to unsheath his sword, the figure raises his hand, and with a sickening crack, Magnus drops to the floor. And he's just standing there over Magnus's body with this sickening smile on his face. So you must be what I'm looking for. Who are you? And they're looking at you, Oswin.
Okay, I was like, looking at me or John.
Yeah.
What do you want? Is the real question.
That question has many answers. But what I want right now is more souls. And I intend to take yours.
I don't think that'd be in your best interest.
And why is that?
I guess you'll find out eventually.
And he takes off his hood, and you see that he is a tiefling, with very white silver hair, and his horns kind of curve all the way back down to probably his shoulder blades. His skin is like a very, very, very dark midnight blue. And on his skin are just speckles of white. They kind of look like constellations. And you've never seen a tiefling like this before. And his eyes are all black, but the same white speckles kind of reside in them. If you look close enough, they kind of look like they're holding their each individual galaxies.
Is he the only one that came in?
Mm-hmm.
He cute.
So, he's cute.
He cute.
Wow. That's what we're focused on.
You make the description.
So, now, Oswin, you have a choice. Oh, yes. Yes.
No, I'm just trying to do the math of my survival chances.
Oh, no, I was getting there. Oswin, you have a
He
choice.
already wants to sell me out, and now also this. So, you know.
Do you want to free John? Or
Must free something.
Not that he ain't confident in his own abilities.
Wants to free something, that's all I'm saying.
His own abilities. But he'll go and free John to better his chances.
okay.
Oh.
So the rope that is tied around his wrists, you undo it, and Jean, you are now free. And I would like the both of you to roll initiative, please.
Do I have my weapons, or were those taken? I shouldn't have asked that question. I should have plowed through. And just
No,
hope.
hey, no, it's cool, because that's
But-
something that I did not think about. So let's say that you have like your small. Do you have any smaller weapons?
Yes, I do. I would have had like.
Okay.
He has two hand axes that he has like
Then
tucked away.
then honestly,
But the
they
big
probably.
hammer, I'm assuming, would have been like.
I was gonna say they probably just took the hammer.
Gotcha.
Like, yeah. Okay. And let me know what you get.
7.
20.
All right. Let me go ahead and roll for Devil Boy. Oh. Okay. All right. So. All right. All right. So. Back in the butcher shop. I want you all to roll initiative.
I do get to roll with advantage because of my sword.
Cool.
Sort of
That'll be
Marvel
a-
movie.
15.
Okay.
30-20 for subtlety.
16.
Cool. All right. Give me just a second. Oh, I forgot to mention to the Twitch chat. Our players today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever it is for you, get to start this round off with inspiration. So, just wanted to let you all know that. Okay, I found it. I was like, did my character sheet go away? What's happening? All right. Let's go ahead and go here. Boom. All right. So, Drestel, Solvi, and Evna, you see this apparition, and this figure, again, is towering over you. And because of initiative, Solvi, you get to go ahead and take the first hit, or give the first hit, I guess I should say.
When death is wrong, it is necessary that it must be righted. May all of you be a vehicle for the Order of White Raven in making it right, and I'll cast Bless.
Okay. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh,
That's just a buff to the party.
Oh, okay. Again, I'm not a magic user usually, so thank you.
The magic is already within you, I understand.
Yeah.
What does that give us again?
You get a D4 on attacks, save and saves.
Okay, so an extra 1d4. Cool.
I love that spell.
Awesome.
And you beat me to it. I was about to cast it.
We can't all just buff each other.
This is the hug party.
And okay, does that end your turn, or would you like to do anything else?
I think that is all that I can do at this moment. I'm going to use a little bit of movement to get myself and Quail, and also Quail behind cover. Oh, and
Okay.
Quail should also be behind cover, to be clear. All right, there we are. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
By the way, is Quill behind cover?
You know, she is. I'm so glad that you brought it up.
Okay.
Quail behind cover, right?
Like a good secret agent. Undercover.
Cool. All right. So that is the end of Solvi's turn, and next we have Revna.
How far away is it from us?
So this back room is kind of as big as an industrial like meat locker. So not cramped, but it's probably like 10 or 20 feet away from you. Maybe
Okay.
less than that. Yeah.
Are there any
Report.
higher vantage points?
That you can get to, or
Because I can levitate, so I can get whatever kind of. I think, but
okay.
I just don't know if there's any levels really, because it's just a room.
Yeah, it's just a room. There's not really any levels, but I mean, like,
Okay.
there's enough space that if you wanted to levitate, you could. So,
Okay.
mhm. Do keep in mind that there is a mountain of bodies in the room with y'all.
We love that.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
then
the butcher shops in all the world, I had to come to this.
Yeah, you have to go that one.
That's the thing about butcher shops. You never know whom you'll meet.
The setup,
God damn
perfect.
it.
The
I
delivery,
gotta admit,
excellent. 10 out of 10.
gotta admit, that pun was a cut above.
oh no. Also, are we at the point where we attack twice or no? Is that
No.
Because I haven't gotten into a.
It should say on your character sheet in
Yeah,
the
but-
action
Yeah.
section, attacks per action. So if
action.
mm-hmm. So on the actions tab where you have like all attack and action.
Okay, yeah,
underneath-
it says 2.
Okay, then you get 2.
Oh, okay.
Got 2.
Yeah, I thought I read it somewhere. I was making it up though. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the creature. And then go ahead and attack it afterwards.
Okay.
So with Hunter's Mark, you deal an extra 1d6 damage. So if I hit it with the next one, it'll have the 1d6 plus the 1d4.
The 1d4 will go onto the attack to make it more likely to hit.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
Hashtag bless.
Bless up.
Love it. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and cast the Hunter's Mark, and once she has a mark on her target, she'll go ahead and try to attack.
Okay.
Here we go. We love that. It's story dice time. Well, wait, it's It's 1d4 plus 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got a chance. Hold on. 11 plus,
They're saying there's a chance.
please. Watch you get a 1.
So that's 12 total.
Is it 12 hit?
That does not hit.
I love everything.
Listen, you have
You can
the
try again. You get more than
enthusiasm.
one attack.
Yep.
You have the confidence. You have at the ready, so it's okay. It's okay.
You got
That's
this.
It's true.
Knock another arrow and let it fly again.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go. She's just gonna remember that at the beginning of this campaign, she mentioned that she doesn't miss.
And in that moment, she knew.
She fucked up.
22. Let's go.
22.
Wham. That does hit.
Great. Okay. So does the Hunter's Mark still apply or no? That was just for the first one.
It
No,
does hit.
it stays on as
It
long as you
survives.
concentrate on it.
Cool. Thank you. Here we go.
And sorry if I'm hopping in with the rule stuff.
I never mind when
Okay.
players help me.
Okay.
Like, help me.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure we're cool.
No, you're good.
All right.
So 11 plus 1d6. Okay, so 13 points of piercing damage.
VM. Okay.
Whew.
So, Revna, after your first confident try,
Yeah, she remembered that.
you remember your words from the beginning of this journey. You never miss. And you did not miss the second time.
Did she let her soul guide that arrow this time?
She did.
Did she?
She let the crow's nest. She let the crow's nest
Okay.
read. Yes. So, next, we have Drestel.
He's going to look at this thing and go,
Hey,
I'm sorry, thank you. They're going to look at this thing and ask, is there any of the butcher left in there? And with that, they're going to cast fairy fire. So
Okay.
I need this creature to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
Do that. I can't do that. I got a 7.
All right. So basically, it's just taking all the light that's reflected from the blood and really grotesque, and the light itself is being lifted from it and purified, and it outlines this creature, making it easier to hit. Anybody who takes an attack at this thing gets to attack at advantage because you don't miss. And then Drestel is going to say, I don't know that I'm the right person to remove you. So luckily I have a good friend that doesn't miss. And that is going to be my bardic inspiration to Revna. So you get advantage and a d6 that you can use within the next 10 minutes.
Thank you. I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need that.
I'm gonna need that.
And the last thing that I would do is I'm just making sure that I'm in melee range of this thing so that if it does go after Revna, I get my attack of opportunity and I'm going to hit it as hard as I can.
As hard
as hard as I can.
You gotta get in the back of the throat, just there you
hard.
Go. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I love that we've got 2 support characters and an archer. Let's go.
Bless them, bless Drestel. Okay.
But he did.
So this creature is stunned. It kind of stumbles back and it looks in confusion at the light that's around it. And because of that, it's going to cast Suffering Echoes. So all of you have to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. And does a 25 hit?
No.
No.
Nat 20 on the wisdom save plus 7 as a cleric.
Okay. So Solvi is safe. Drestel, Revna.
You have the D4 on top of it, by the way, y'all.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I also did, I guess. Run up the score. Ha, it was okay, sorry, it was a 30 then.
I'm sorry, this is just really terrible.
Wow!
Wait,
That's amazing.
I missed something. What happened?
I got all of the luck and left none for Revna. Not even a little bit, not even the tiniest bit.
Story dice.
It's like eating the
Revna's-
last cookie.
Story
Revna's
dice.
final roll is a -1.
Story dice.
Wait, what are you rolling for? What happened?
You were rolling 2!
Oh, I missed it. That's why I asked what happened.
Oh, it's a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Like
Wisdom
25.
I'm sorry. I thought you heard it. I'm sorry.
No. Don't forget you have your bardic inspiration and guidance.
That's true. I can roll it again, right? Because of the advantage.
That's only for attacking.
Never
That's-
mind.
You got an extra D6 on there, though.
Here we go.
Make a way out of no way. Make a way.
That being said, unfortunately, you're still not going to hit
Listen, okay, I don't do math very well.
25,
Let
no matter
me
what you
dream.
do. But
Let me dream.
All right, I got 15 total.
14.
Remind me. If they're equal.
Meet it, beat it. Meet it, beat it.
Cool. Okay. So, Drestel, you're safe. And Revna, what did you roll?
14.
So you are not safe. So you are going to
With
take.
with my bardic inspiration from my friend. And with bless.
Sorry.
So you are going to take
yeah, shit.
3d12 of psychic damage.
What?
so positive. It was like, we're all gonna have buff.
Friendship.
We're gonna have buff.
Friendship.
Revna's gonna handle this. The archers got this.
Friendship.
Look, I've got tears in my eyes.
Buff this.
You literally said 3d12. You said 3d12.
The statistics of each d12 are linear. It's just as likely that you roll a 1 as that you roll a 12. And based on the way that you've rolled recently,
You're gonna take 31 damage. I'm calling that shot right
I've
now.
got 52. It's okay.
22 damage.
It could be worse.
So
You know what? It's
when
okay.
this happens, every single bad memory that you've had I'd probably say in the last 5 years starts to swarm in and starts to encompass your conscience, and everything around you starts to become deteriorated. And this creature looks at you and he starts speaking in some sort of language that you can't understand. This skull is just talking to you, and everything around its face is dark, and you just see this face saying words at you as well as these memories going.
Does it feel reminiscent at all of Velraven or like any of that, or like the visions she's gotten?
You can make me insight.
Oh man. By 1, I'm like looking
Tell
for
me insight.
anything.
Make an insight check.
you're extraordinary.
Thank you so much.
What'd you get?
That's one way to put it.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got a 5.
Give it to me. What'd you?
I got a 5.
You sense nothing.
I've heard of Valrat.
You've
I don't even remember.
barely.
I don't
barely.
remember.
There was that one time.
I just don't remember the nightmares. But they're all also like simultaneously flooding my brain.
So, yeah, you don't sense anything that's familiar to you. All of this is just, it's overwhelming you right now. All right,
Because it's not Valraven related. I'm assuming it's just you're fixating on that one time where someone said, "And here's your dinner," and you said, "Thanks, you too." And it's
We
just
have all been
that
there. We have all
on
been
repeat.
there. We've been there. Enjoy. Thank you. You too.
And you just stared down at your food like, I can never come here again. Ever.
Usually when that happens, I just cackle like to whoever's at the table. I'm just like, I'm so sorry that you're at the table with me after I said that. But
This is why I don't say words to any humans at any time. It's the only way to avoid this problem.
Same.
Oh,
Nailed it.
back on the ship.
So much going on.
This tiefling. So this tiefling, this is literally what I get for planning 2 fights at the same time. So this is totally on me. This tiefling is standing in front of all of you. And because of initiative, Jean, you get to go first.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have time for games. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my hand axe. I'm going to cast as a bonus action Searing Smite. So I get bonus damage assuming a hit. And then, all right, let's do this. Plus 21.
It does hit.
It doesn't give me any. Okay. So, all right, we got. Oops. 7 points of just like regular melee damage. I don't know if it's got any weakness or anything, but just to space it out. And a bonus 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And also, now because I successfully landed the hit, it's got to every one of its turns, it has to make a con save. And DC 14. And if it fails, it takes another 1d6 fire damage. Basically, there's a small fire burning.
Okay, so what does that look like?
That looks like me taking the hand axe, doing a little bibbly bobbly boobledy bap, and you see like the edge just ignite, and then kind of doing a little hop, skippy step in and giving a slash across the chest, leaving like a scorch mark across.
Mm-hmm. So when you do that, his chest kind of comes open a little bit, but then it slowly starts to mend back together, but you can tell that it did some damage. And how many damage was that? Sorry.
What is it? 7 and did I say 7 and 3?
10? Okay, I was just making sure
Yeah.
there wasn't anything added on to that. Okay. Perfect. All right, and does that complete your turn?
Yeah, although I'm looking at its rapidly healing chest, and I'm like, just internally, I'm making the note that I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all, even a little.
All right.
I would rather that not be a thing.
Me too.
But we shall proceed.
So, once you finish your turn, Oswin, it is now your turn.
Yay!
Mm.
So I'm going to stay away and shoot him with my short bow. It's
Don't miss.
18 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
I ain't rep nothing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Damn.
Oh my god!
No, I was waiting for that.
Iron.
10 damage.
10. 10.
Are you mad?
I can't even get a 10.
Actually,
I can't even
max.
get a 10
That was
to
max.
hit.
Wait, how many?
10 damage.
I promise I'll pay attention one day.
No, you're good. And I'm going to... Is there anything in the room to hide behind?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I said what I said.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
Crispy.
Right, I was like, I mean, there's Jean, that's it.
If you hop on I have 2 hand axes. If you hop on my back,
I can't stand his little halfling
the
ass.
other one goes in your chest. I need you to understand that.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you hop on my back, the other one goes in your chest.
You just suggested
You're
it.
not crying.
No, we said hide behind him, not jump on his damn back.
I didn't say, you know what is in the room? My back.
I'm not gonna hop on. Just... I'm hidden. I miss Vala. Where's Vala?
One fight is
No.
kissed.
See me.
One fight is
You can't
kissed.
see me.
The team working together as best
Oh,
they
no.
can. Like, I'm gonna pump you up. I'm gonna pump you up. And then the other one is like, if you touch me, I'll kill you.
I'm just being just blatantly clear. He's gonna jump on my back.
Can I attempt to hide behind Jean's back then?
John, do you consent to that?
I'm not gonna jump on his back.
It is
I'm
the
just
most
gonna hide
frustrating yes
behind.
I could possibly give, and I want that on the record. I want it to be on the record that I'm not agreeing out of choice. I'm agreeing because Sir Heals a Lot is in front of me, just Wolverining his behind back together. And so I've kind of got to prioritize my issue list here.
So stipulated for the record.
Right.
I
Can't
can't.
stand it here.
I can roll a stealth for that.
All right.
I can roll a stealth for that.
Ooh, rocks are freezing.
The dice say.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
12.
Just
Rocks,
Damn.
you're still frozen. Hold on.
Oh, am I?
No, you're
Okay,
good.
now you're good.
You're
Now
back.
good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is his turn, and he looks at the both of you.
Wait, did I successfully hide
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you roll?
a 12?
You struggle.
Also,
you trip over yourself a little bit.
the searing smite effect.
Thank you. You're gonna have to remind me every time.
DC 14.
I rolled a 14.
Son of a gun. All right.
Okay.
Well, then the fire goes out.
Um.
Sure.
So, he looks at the both of you and he's like, I knew you both would be interesting. And he literally raises his hands and he is going to cast Ray of Sickness. And that goes for all creatures within a 60-foot radius. Does a 21 hit the both of you?
What the?
I don't. Wait, AC? Okay, I'm saying was that I didn't know if it was AC or if it was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I use a hammer. What makes you think?
So, let's see. Like I said, I don't use magic. Hold on.
I can help you through this if you want me to.
Yes, help me.
All right, so Ray of Sickness only targets one creature. They have
One?
to make
Okay.
they have to make a Constitution save, so it's not AC. So whatever his spell DC is, whoever he's targeting has to beat it. If they don't, they're going to take, I believe it's 2d8 poison damage, but I'd have to double check that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
2d8.
Then, since thank you so much for helping me.
Anytime.
Since Oswin is hiding behind John,
Right.
so go ahead and
Of course.
make that con save DC 15.
15. Got it. I got this. $20.
That's more than 15.
Nat 20 plus foe.
A winner is you.
Are
Didn't play
vampires? Are
You didn't
vampires
play hooky in
impervious?
school. You don't know what sickness is. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
Oh,
Back at the butcher shop.
I do apologize. It is a ranged spell attack, so you hit. So you still take the 2d8, but you made the Constitution save, so you're not poisoned. So John is going to take some damage. I'm sorry about that.
Are you?
I am. I didn't want people in the comments to come at me like, well, actually, no more.
So it looks like you take.
I'm not
18?
I'm so sorry.
I just hear 18. How do you get? I literally just heard 2d8. How did you get to
It's
18?
actually 3.
Please give me. Okay,
Mhm.
because I was sitting here like mathematically, someone is lying.
oh, hey.
I don't know who.
Oh no! In the spell descriptions, there's the base damage.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey,
You
not
take
bad.
18 points of damage. All right, back at the butcher shop.
The boy.
Do, everybody.
Solving. It's your turn in initiative.
Oh.
Right? Sylvie will draw their staff of Caduceus, slam it onto the ground, and say, in the name of the Raven, I will punish you. And they will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And you do get that at advantage.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if that was the whole group or if that was just to Revna.
It's
Excellent.
everybody.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I have my bless on top of it. And I guess I impart super extra mega advantage if I hit. And I'm doing this
Yeah.
at second level. That's a 16 plus 3 plus 7.
That It's 26.
26 to hit. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. I'm. Thank you for the clarification. I'm gonna roll like 5d6 now.
Fuck.
All right. Let's see.
5?
6 plus 4.
Guiding bolt is nasty.
Yes, because I cast it second level, so it's 4d6 at the first level and 5d6 at second level. So that's.
It's the holy Hadouken.
It is that.
That's what they called me in high school.
Good. See, I believe that is
How many nicknames did you have?
yes, 22.
Yes.
22. God.
Wait, did you say 32 or 22?
20.
No, 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. All right. And does that end your turn, Sylvie?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. And Revna?
Yes. Have I broken out of the thing? Like it's not.
I think you have
Or
to make another wisdom save. See if you do.
Oh heck.
Yikes.
Oh heck. Do I add on? Let's see.
Hashtag bless.
Why? Why?
Ow!
I feel like Revenant's going through some things and we're gonna need to have
Remember, you have
Revenant
the
is
point of
going
inspiration.
through.
You
I was about
can
to say you
remove.
can use your inspiration, but I was gonna suggest that, and then I was gonna say, but should
I don't know.
is the,
Look, at the end of the day, it's still Revna rolling the dice, so it's an equally poor prognosis, no matter which roll she
I
uses
say
it on.
go for it, but I'm going to be blatantly honest. I say go for it because I'm just morbidly curious to see if the streak continues.
Me too.
I'm gonna be
I
honest
believe in
with
you, Teddy.
Like, I
You
don't
can-
want to lie.
You can do this.
Thank you,
Good
Noir.
thoughts.
Thank you,
Good
Noir.
thoughts.
I'm not saying I don't believe in you. I just
You're only cursed if you accept
We
it.
I
know what
don't
you're
know how
saying,
to end
Anor.
that sentence in an honest
We
way.
know what
Believe
you're
in the
saying,
linear
Noir.
probability of the D20. Believe in it.
Okay.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
All right.
Not the bio.
Revna is going to try really hard to center herself. She's going to try it. She's going to remember every single time that she's been stuck in a nightmare that she feels like she can't get out. She
Right.
can't get out of. And she's going to
You will
remember.
get out of it.
She's going to
She
go
will
back
prevail.
to those. Right, exactly. And
Mhm.
she's going to summon that same exact feeling that has gotten her out
That
of every single
strength.
nightmare, every single vision,
Willpower.
every single maze
keep
that doesn't
pushing
end.
forward.
Right. And
She's
here
gonna
we go.
break out of it.
And here we go.
Oh, no.
Get up, Anor.
Was it a 7? Was it a 7? No, so close. But it
I
was
would
a
tell
6.
you have the bless, but I don't. Even at max die.
It's just a 10.
D&D Beyond. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I do. This is why I love physical dice.
I have so many physical dice. I have
Like,
so many.
As
But I
we were
just don't know.
hyping you up, I was just like, oh, this clip is
The
going to be
more you kept going,
funny as
yup,
shit.
as soon as the more you kept going, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna go downhill fast."
Here's the deal.
My
Here's the
chaotic good ass. I was like, listen.
No, no.
I could hear D&D
think we all
Beyond
did.
going, watch this.
I trust D&D Beyond.
Just- I'm
Okay,
about to fuck
I
this
trust
bitch.
This
them.
was
I
this
trust
was
them.
Sakura cutting off her hair. Like, okay, okay, no,
You better leave Sakura alone now.
just pulling off a cool. I'm gonna save everyone. No,
I trust
no.
D&D Beyond, Anor. Okay, maybe they're just like they're on board with story dice too. Okay, maybe they never want Revna to see the redemption again. Maybe they want Revna to learn a lesson.
Or maybe they just don't roll Revna.
Just saying.
What?
I'm not even blaming you. That's out of your control.
Whew.
They got a pretty fucked up.
What do I blame it on? Poor clicking?
They got a pretty fucked up story in mind for Rev.
Like, if you were hand rolling, I'd be like, okay, you got to work on your dice form clearly because you got bad form. Go back to the drawing room. It's like fixing a shot.
So,
Okay, so what is this? Bad clicking?
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
No.
You got to click
So
at an angle.
failed. Since she failed, she has to take more damage.
Oh no! Another 3d12?
I am stuck. Am I just still stuck in this
You're
like
stuck.
nightmare?
You are on the ground. You are in the fetal position. You are curled up. You are a mess.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
That's 20 damage.
We love that. We love that. We've taken 44 damage. 42 damage.
Oh my
I
god.
don't feel
Wait,
like
I'm
we
sorry. Is it 20? Just 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't like that. We're at 10 out of 52.
All right.
I'll worry about you when you're down. That's when I do my best work.
That's true. But someone
Drestel.
please wake me up.
Yeah.
You see your comrade fall to the ground in dismay and overwhelmingness. And you feel the urge to attack this creature.
Yeah, dude. All right. Dreskel, they're gonna look down at Revna and just go, I really did not want to do this. And you're gonna see they firmly grab the sword and it starts to glow a little bit.
Firmly grasp it.
They're gonna bring it down.
Okay.
19, and I get to attack at advantage.
Are you kidding me?
So yeah, a 24 to hit. I am.
Bless.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
You're not though. I also want you all to succeed.
25. 25 to hit. I am also going to expend a bardic inspiration to make this a blade flourish. So I am going to make this a defensive flourish. So basically you just see Drestel, they hop over this thing and just exit with their sword, dealing a little bit of extra damage, and then I'm on a smite on top of that. So let's go ahead and roll first bit of damage.
Drestel and Selvi. We're support classes. Also Drestel and Selvi.
He drew us down.
Literally.
Rox, you're taking way too much joy out of
10,
this.
11, 12.
I just hear him cackling down the hallway.
Yes.
12, and then I am going to expend a third level spell slot, doing 4d8 damage on top of that.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
How would you like to melt it?
Oh, right. It's undead though, right? Doesn't that do extra for smite?
Oh yeah, you're right. So that's 32.
Well, which kind of smite?
Divine smite.
Okay.
36 points of damage as he comes down, bringing as they come down, bringing the sword across this thing, and like light is protruding wherever the blade sank in. And I also get a additional +4 to my AC until the end of my next turn because it was a defensive flourish.
So how how do you want to do this?
They're just going to say,
Said the thing.
they're just going to say, I am sorry for what I had to do. but I cannot let you hurt my friends. Goodbye.
So, this light that comes from the spell, it starts to shoot beams out of this being. And as it does, it starts writhing in pain, and with a scream, it starts to dissipate into this light until it's very bright in the room and it's almost blinding, but eventually it kind of just absorbs into nothing. And you all are out of initiative. Back at the ship! Let's go. All right. So, John, remind me, did you failed the throwing save, right?
Yeah, I made the save. I didn't dodge the attack.
Right. You good. Okay. So,
Old spell, whatever.
Okay, then in that case, it is your turn for initiative.
Yeah, so I'm just going all in with attacks. In this case, he's going to grab out the other hand axe, and we're going to do the old 1-2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
22 and a 12, a 19. Both of those hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yeah, I'm also going to do a divine smite, so I'll use up one of my first level slots.
Arnar!
I'm tired of things reviving and
Arnar!
Okay. So we got
Oh no. Chris,
You just hear my voice from the tiefling, just nar. Nar.
Chris is summoned and then just like disapparates
Okay.
again.
Does it count as an undead or a fiend?
Fiend.
Okay. So then I do get both of it. So we got 13 plus 9 radiant plus... Oh, no, excuse me. Those were D6s and I do D8. So let me retry that. 13 plus 5, 8, and 4. So 17 radiant. So 30.
Okay. So what, walk me through what that looks like.
That looks like pulling out the second hand axe, giving them a little bit of a flourish, and essentially trying to swing since he has a little bit with his right hand, saying, okay, so you can heal a bit. So we just got to make sure there's no healing happening. And swinging in, hitting with the left axe, and trying to catch the body so that I'm stuck, like not so that it grazes, but so that it sticks in, so that with my right axe, I can get a good solid chop in.
Okay.
To where, like, I'm gripped onto you. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to get hit with the second one. And that's the one where I will say, you see the axe glowing a bit with some saintly light, if you will, when it comes in for that strike.
Do you want to say it out
like, I was
loud?
serious.
Do you want to say it out loud, Sam?
Say what?
I don't know.
I don't know why everybody's laughing all of a sudden.
I don't know.
Say it out loud.
It's just that Jean is making this very menacing and intimidating attack with his right axe.
Right axe.
Which sounds like a cooking solution.
When you say it like that, yeah.
Are you tired of tough stains?
Try right axe.
Kids made a mess in the carpet again. Don't worry. Right axe has you covered.
Right axe.
Oswin, it's your turn.
A subsidiary of Kitchen Gun.
You know, this is my first time playing a rogue. And I just found out
rogue,
because I don't read correctly, or I don't read the full, description, that with sneak attack, if there is somebody within 5 feet of them, I could have been using that dang damage this whole time.
If it helps, I didn't roll my extra attack last turn either.
You did, yeah.
We both left damage on the table.
With left axe.
And here we are.
But
and
that's
I'm about
okay.
to attack.
We learned.
I already hid, though. I hid anyway. I hid. So it's okay. It's okay. Now does an 11 hit?
No.
Well, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh.
And that's a dirty 20. Come on now. Come on now. Shut up, Bunta.
Well, I gotta shut up on top.
All right. Ooh,
Ita.
Just hear cackling from the hallway. Just cackling from the hallway.
And that's 15 damage.
Okay. He looking a little rusty now. And by rusty, I mean there's a lot going on with his body. He's gotten to a point where he is not healing back up. And he's kind of just standing there, and he's still smiling, even through the pain.
Can I say I shot my arrow into his mouth because I don't like him smiling?
Sure.
Well,
I'll allow it.
That's what happened.
That cold shot.
I don't like him
That cold
smiling
shot
either.
isn't worth it.
Oh, you're like, I'll allow it.
I'll throw in my inspiration if I have to. I don't like the smiling.
It's
and
basically
it's in my face, and we're all axed up, and there's a lot.
There's a lot happening.
There's a lot. There's horns.
I don't even know what I want to do now.
What?
Him leave?
I was about to say,
Surrender.
could he just die?
Could he just?
That would be,
But he
I
just
think, an equitable option.
yeet.
Watch him uncloak and it's Callum.
He already took off his.
Callum already got.
Watch him uncloak again. Watch him decloak.
I have all
Look at it, cloaks.
and under my other cloak, I have another cloak.
He's like an onion.
Cloaks all the way down.
I have
Cloak
pot
of
of
cloak
greed
cloaking.
that also summons another pot of greed.
No.
Okay.
Yo, I want to make that now. A cloak of cloaking.
Oh,
Please don't. We don't need that violence in the TTRPG community. Okay.
Am I wearing a cloak? Am I not?
So he is going to well, he can't even talk because there's a damn arrow through his skull. So he yanks it out.
Decision.
That was genuine concern. That was
It is, because if you're-
genuine concern.
It is because, he should not be able to pull the arrow out of his mouth range, and he still is. That cannot be good for the two of us, statistically speaking.
And he drops it on the ground, and it kind of bounces on the ground, and there's this dark substance on it. And he looks at the both of you and he's like, well played. And then suddenly he does one of these numbers and he starts to kind of dissipate in smoke. And you also see Magnus's body start to go with him. And he surrenders.
Can we reach for Magnus's
What?
body? I'm gonna try.
You can try.
What am I rolling here?
Stealth?
You know,
Probably?
I ain't mad.
Okay,
27.
you got it. Good on you.
Love rogues.
So
I ain't gonna roll because it's gonna go bad.
So, with a 27, you do not grab him, but you do grab his cloak. You grab his cloak. Mm-hmm.
Magnus's.
Yeah, Magnus is gone too.
You can roll.
Oh, grabbing for
Oh, he's
Magnus.
gone. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I was trying to grab for Magnus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
no,
so
we don't
sorry.
We don't want him here. He can go.
No!
He can go.
Okay. All right, dab
Who
it out.
wants him around?
Okay. All right, I'm
Go.
here. Okay. So, you grab Magnus.
Hey.
And he kind of
I
just
can tell you
and
right
he
now,
kinda
the
just like-
Venn diagram of people I want around me for a further length of time and people I have put an axe into, they don't overlap.
I mean, that's on you, buddy.
Why does yours overlap?
You live an interesting
What
life.
I do in my private time.
I mean, at one point we almost put an axe in Magnus, and now, remember, very first, very beginning.
So yeah, you grab Magnus and he kind of ragdolls out of the vortex. Yeah.
Oh no!
But he's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Like everybody else? Like everybody else we ever tried to say he's dead too?
Is he dead
that
or
what
is
it
he
is?
dead again? Or was he never
like
alive?
everything we've ever had
That's
to
the
protect.
truth. Was he even
dead.
alive?
Was he even alive? I don't think he was alive.
Whoa there. We're gonna pause.
Protect this boat. It's dead. Protect this child. He's dead. Protect this adult. He's dead. Protect these people. They're dead.
Okay, whoa.
Don't trust a man.
Whoa.
It should have been Callum.
So we're gonna go
Take
back
that
to
back.
we're gonna go back to the butcher shop. Yeah, great. All right. So once this thing
I'm sorry. Am I on the ground? I just pictured us panning back.
um
If I could, Drestel would walk over to Revna and put a glowing hand on her shoulder, and this will be my lay on hands ability.
On hands.
He's gonna dump all 10 points into
Okay.
it. So I'm sorry, they're gonna put 10 points into it. Are you okay? This was a interesting fight, but you did well. Thank you.
make a wisdom save, Ravna.
Oh God, am I still stuck in it?
Yes.
I can't even say thank you. Thank you for me. Thank you for me.
No chance I can make that a bardic inspiration instead.
17.
Okay, so you in the midst, oh, come on now, in the midst of all this turmoil, of all this strife that is coming upon your conscience, you see at the end of the tunnel a light, and you walk towards it. And in that tunnel, you see the love of your life standing there, hand outstretched, wanting you to take it. And you are out of that spell.
Did I take it though?
I don't know, did you?
Oh
It's
no!
not a trick. Full transparency, it's not a trick question.
Last time she took his hand.
Okay, so Revna is out of the
You
spell.
know what to do.
Great.
Cool.
Great. She'll probably just look up at Driscoll and just stand with them.
Well, are you alright? Are you safe? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Is everything fine? Darling?
Revna? Are you okay?
Sorry, I don't know, what came over me. I'm feeling better. Thank you, Driscoll.
It's nothing.
So, as soon as this thing disappeared, you all kind of felt the heaviness of what's in this room. Drestel, you know what's in this room, but Revna and Solvi, you're seeing it for the first time, and you finally see where all of this blood is coming from, and when the three of you turn towards the relentless pile of just what used to be Tali's people, all of their eyes are looking at you, staring, unmoving, widened. Some are bulging, but all of their eyes are staring at you. Some are peeking up from around limbs, others are looking downward, depending on the position. You all can stay there and stare back, or you can get the fuck out.
Eyes of the Grave, are these undead?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, perhaps it would be best if some of you, if you were all to go to the ship. I'm just going to stay and clean a little. They deserve to at least be wrapped.
That is likewise one of the obligations of my order. I will join you. Revna, will you be okay getting back to the ship? You could stay nearby. If you feel better.
I have a feeling that something's off at the ship. I'll go check and leave you both to it.
Very well. And telepathically, Solvi will say, just call out to me from your heart if you need us.
She'll just kind of...
Can I go with you? Quail kind of shoots up behind Solvi.
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
Solvi.
I have never had my soul outside my body before. I don't know how far she'll go, but if that's what you'd like, go back to the ship, say hello to the seabirds.
Okay.
If you see birds, say hi to seabirds.
I will if they don't bite me.
They wouldn't dream of it. They wouldn't dare.
Okay.
Even though you're so sweet. Think. Go. Go, go.
So,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, she'll just look at Solvi and just... I'll keep them safe.
the over the head of the small thank you face.
Yeah.
So Revna, you and Quail go back to the ship. Back at the ship. So, as your little devil friend kind of disappears, right as he leaves, Delta bursts into the door, and she's like, "Is everyone okay? What's going on?"
So she didn't see.
Mm-mm.
Of course not.
I actually looked directly at Callum, and I just
Oh no, it's Delta.
Not Delta. Oh, well, never mind. I thought it was Callum.
Oh no,
Callum.
It's Delta. Yeah. What is happening? What's going on? Where is everyone else? Why are you on? Did I miss something?
That is an understatement. I should put these away. He's just gonna put the hand axes
Jean,
back in.
it's fine. It's fine.
I don't know what the hell it was. There was a guy who was just here. He looked like a tiefling, horns. It was more to it. And he just appeared in this room and started attacking. And me and Oswin had to defend ourselves.
And Magnus, who
Let me check the goddamn body. Even though I know it's probably pointless. I don't know what it would be, but whatever roll it is, I got a 14.
He's dead. Like,
Yeah.
dead this time. And Delta finally looks down and she sees Magnus. And she kneels beside him. And she does one of these numbers, like, puts fingers on his neck. How did this happen? The same guy?
So, I
don't know.
He appeared, Magnus went down. I don't know the link. He could have been within Magnet. I don't know.
There's nothing we can do now but give him a proper burial.
Wait until the others come back. Have any of you seen Callum at all?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. We'll take care of this. Excuse me. And she turns around and she can't really look at the body anymore, and she kind of just rushes out. And as that's happening, Revna, you and Quail walk out into the streets of Tali, and when you first walked into this town, you could see that there were like houses with curtains open, some were closed. It varied. But when you walk out into this town, you see eyes in the windows. And as you walk past them, their heads just follow you. And they keep watching you until you make it to the docks. Sorry,
Hydrate or die straight. It's all good.
okay, I'm good. And so as you walk to the docks, they continue to follow you. And Quail, she's holding on to you for dear life. Like her arms are like wrapped around your neck. And
Yeah, she would pull her closer too.
Mhm.
Like,
And she's like not looking. And she says to you, she's like, why are they watching us? I thought they were dead.
we'll be at the ship soon.
How
And
much
their
further?
eyes may be on. How much further are we?
It's probably like a 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably like 5 minute walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a couple minutes, and just stay close to me. I will not let them pass you.
Okay. So in about 5 minutes or so, you make it back to the upper deck of the ship. And Solvi and Drestel, we go back into the butcher shop with you two. And Drestel, how do you want to send them away properly?
First thing they're doing is looking for any identification on their person.
Mm-hmm.
Then taking any sort of linens or anything to wrap them properly.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher paper.
Yeah.
There will be butcher paper. We can use this.
You could see like they're just, this whole thing is a responsibility and not at all one that they're handling well.
Mm-hmm.
And where there is any sort of form of identity, they just write on a paper and put it on the wrapped body, and they kind of clean the area, and then once it's all done, I'd like for them to send a animal messenger to the nearest authority figures to come and claim the bodies, and to in the message that they're giving this bird to give to the nearest authorities is massive loss of life.
Mm-hmm.
The source of death has been dealt with. Identified as many bodies as possible. Please notify next of kin. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll expend the spell slot for that as well.
Okay.
Solvi is going to go to one of the unidentified ones and look over their shoulder to Drestel and say, you are, I think, perhaps more experienced with dealing death than dealing with the dead. Yes?
I have no gift for anything beyond the veil. I can keep those that are dying from crossing. I've begun studying, trying to pull those who have passed back, but I have no talent for it.
It is not a talent so much as something hard won and hard studied, but I say it because there are some ways of working with the dead that are not always comfortable, and I am going to do one of those. And I wanted to give you a moment to compose yourself before I did.
Thank you, and I know your intent is pure, so.
I'll cast Speak with Dead on one of the unidentified people.
Okay. So when you do that, a spirit kind of becomes present in your mind's eye, and she looks as if she's probably maybe 17 or 18. She's pretty young. And she comes up and she looks at you. And there's just
Hello?
this look of sadness.
My name is Solvi. What's your name?
Elizabeth,
It's nice to meet you. Could you tell me a little about what happened to you in your final living moments?
it was the afternoon, and my family and I were going to some shops to collect things. And that's when an overcast started to happen over Tali. The sky grew dark. Everyone was confused, but we all knew something was coming, so all of us rushed into our homes, barricaded the doors, the windows. We thought it was a storm, but it was a thing. Massacred all of us. And it wasn't the only thing that came through. Something was controlling it. And he was merciless. He left nobody alive.
I understand. Is there anything distinctive about it that you could tell me so that I could stop this happening to others?
He said he was darkness. That he was fear. That he would take from us whatever he wanted. And so he did.
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry that you're feeling sad and that you were afraid in that moment. Is there any message or deed you want me to do? Act as your right hand in this realm.
Tell my siblings back in Andor that I love them. That I'm sorry.
To be sorry. You've done nothing wrong.
He said we did. That we didn't give enough. Now we're stuck here.
You will not be stuck. And whatever he said does not make it true. It just makes him cruel. We will find a way to make this right. And then I will know what it is like to see Elizabeth of Tali smile. We will find your peace. Take care, Elizabeth. And may the blessing of the White Raven go with you. May you find your guide.
And with that, she closes her eyes. And almost in a vapor, her spirit starts to go back down to where her body would presumably be. Would you both like to head back to the ship?
Yeah. After that, Drestel's going to just pat Sophie on the shoulder. That was incredible, and something that I am glad I don't have a talent for. You can see like the color drained from his face and like
Their face.
and there's like tears like coming down.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
It's not a talent. It's hard won.
It's hard one. Apologies.
And I think Solvi will take Drestel's hand if they consent.
As soon as your hand is in their hand, you notice instinctively the hand starts to like crack and go back into its humanoid form.
Solvi's feels very... No, not very cold. Ambient.
Drestel is the exact opposite. They're running extraordinarily hot right now, so it's just...
Perhaps in the morning we will find out the siblings of Elizabeth of Tally, so that we can send messengers.
I intend to continue her story by etching it into the flesh of whatever is controlling this darkness.
And this is why we have met and become friends, so that we may learn the stories, and we may tell them in the language of words, and at that, Salvia just looks to the sword that Drestel has with them. And other languages, too.
Let us go. I can only imagine what trouble they've gotten themselves into.
What is my soul doing right now?
Head off.
Okay. So, you're not too far behind from Revna. So you both catch up to her and Whale, who is very, like, still just steel grip on Revna. And you all see Delta on the upper deck. And she's leaned over the side. And she's unmoving.
As soon as Revna sees Solvi, she'll tell Quail, just motion to Solvi that Solvi's back. And if Quail goes back to them, she'll try to approach Delta.
Okay. And the thing that kids do sometimes where they actually feel the levity of the situation. And she kind of just lets go and sort of floats back over to you, Solvi.
Hey, little soul. How much trouble did you get into?
None, but
There's time.
we saw some scary stuff on the way here.
What did you see?
There were a lot of eyes watching us.
And you have two of them too.
What?
Right there. On your face.
Where?
Boop, boop.
Oh, you mean... Okay.
I'm sorry they scared you, and I gather her up.
It's okay. But
I bet you were very brave.
I wasn't actually. I think I almost choked Revna. I'm sorry, Revna. It's my fault. I hope you can breathe.
don't know how
Doesn't-
far away I am from her, but I'm just like,
It's okay. It's okay, baby.
from far away.
It's okay, baby.
You can only be afraid. You can only be brave if you're afraid first. Getting through it means you're brave.
That makes sense. But Delta is sad.
Let's go see what's wrong, shall we?
And
And I
at
can
this,
tell you about what Drestel did.
okay. And at this point, Jean, Oswin, you all are up on the upper deck this time. And all of you are kind of standing back a little bit because Revna's approaching. And so Delta knows you're behind her. Magnus is gone. He's dead.
she'll come and lean over the side of the ship with Delta.
How many more have to die, Revna?
I wish I could tell you. Revna knows that Delta is not one for like physical affection or anything like that, but she will place a hand, just like a firm hand on Delta's shoulder.
Delta full on leans her head on your shoulder.
She'll bring her in and just like wrap an arm around her.
I thought
I
I
tell you though,
could protect everyone on this ship. But it's clear that I can't.
I can't protect everyone. It's not possible. All we can do is try to save those within our grasp. It's not within our control. I don't know how close you were with Magnus. I didn't realize you knew him.
We used to sail together sometimes.
Before you joined us.
Mhm. He's a good man. I just don't take death very easily.
I understand.
She kind of raises her head up. And in Delta fashion, she looks at John and she's like, I'm sorry that I was mean. There's a lot of emotions going on right now. And I'm sorry. Sorry to all of you. This could have gone a lot better. But we're here. So I will do everything that I can to get you all there safely and get you back to Andor, even if it means my life.
Delta, this is not all on you.
Where's Callum?
I don't know.
He's not in his room?
The last time I checked, no. And as this is happening, Sylvie, you start to hear just a soft panting noise. Sylvie?
Yeah?
I don't feel good.
Okay. Come sit down.
You look at Quail and the bottom half of her body is gone. It's faded out. And she looks up at you and she's like, I don't know how much further I can go.
Knowing you, farther than you think.
And that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So, everyone, get up, stretch, bio break. I know that was a longer first part, but yeah, go ahead, take care of yourselves. We will be back in 10 minutes. Okay. So after that moment on the upper deck, you all kind of found a moment to finally relax, as best as you can, considering. And Delta has basically ordered the ship to go full sails ahead to try and get to Shadow Falls as soon as possible. So now at this point, a couple of hours have passed and you all have been traveling. Drestel, where do you think you ended up on the ship?
Oh, I know exactly where Drestel is. As soon as they got back into the ship, they didn't really say anything to anybody. It just went to wherever the blacksmithing area is and just started tending to the sword that he just used to fell that creature, sharpening it and just going over it.
So, you're sharpening this blade, and you've seen a lot in the day that you have been on this ship. I'd like to think Drestel is very... They don't avoid negativity, but at the same time, they don't welcome it. They don't like it. So I think this definitely throws you for a loop, and you haven't felt this heavy in a very long time. And as you're sharpening your blade, you begin to think of life back in Andor before all of this happened. And you think of Asta, and suddenly you feel a hand on your shoulder, and then you feel someone's arms kind of wrap around you in a hug. The smell that kind of comes into the room is it smells like honey mixed with a hazelnut smell. It's very warm, very comforting. Asta is holding you securely, and as she's holding you, you start remembering her laugh and what it sounds like. You remember how she looks when she smiles at you while you're working, or how her hand felt in yours, just little things about her. But as this happens, a scream kind of cuts through all of it. And you hear her voice calling for you. When you look up, the scene has changed. You're standing in this dismal wooded area, and the fog is kind of intertwining and lurking through the trees. And the same eyes that you saw in Tali are now staring at you from within these woods. And straight ahead, you see Asta tied to this huge tree. It's a beautiful oak tree that's kind of withered as it gets taller and taller into the sky. And the branches kind of look like voidless arms against the stars as they curve and come down towards you. As you step closer to Asta, she seems to be unconscious or passed out. Do you try to speak to her?
Yeah, he's just... They're just, yeah, they just... This started as such a nice hallucination.
You can make an intelligence check to see if you can even discern. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Intelligence, you said?
Yes.
Oof. That's not a good one. That's the opposite. Oh. Okay, Drestel, an 18.
Okay. So
Off of an intelligence of 8. My boys, my God, nope, I'm getting there. My person's dumb.
I wouldn't
that's
say
engraved in my vocab.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're growing, okay?
No, you ever just come face to face with your conditioning and go, "Holy crap!"
All the time. All the time.
I called it transition, yes.
My brain was like,
Just
can't hold all these gender terms. All right, anyway.
so, so this feels very dreamlike. But because you didn't get a nat 20,
Oh no!
and because this is some pretty serious magic going on. You know it's a dream, but I feel like a part of you wants to indulge in it and see what happens. And of course, your own fashion, as Drestel would. So, how would they respond?
So how would Drestel respond to knowing this is a dream?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, first, I really hope that I didn't fall on anything sharp. Second, I have to save you. And they pull out their sword and see if they can cut the rope that Asta is tied.
Mm-hmm. So when you do, your sword kind of clangs against this force field that you can't see. You probably even tried again, and still, it's that same barrier that's around this tree and around her. And when you're standing there and you're trying to get to her, you start to hear phrases come to fruition into your brain. At first they start off as a whisper and then a mumble, and then it gets louder. And the voice says, "You are about to enter into my fortress of darkness, where life knows no light, where death knows no bounds. I am the keeper of darkness. I am the keeper of fear. I am the keeper of lost souls." And it's just all of those sentences overlapping over and over again. And then what hits your nose is the smell of smoke mixed with firewood. And you look down at Asta's feet and you see smoke starting to come from the base of this tree. And because of the smoke coming up to her nose, she kind of comes to, and she looks down. She's unaware that you're there, and she is stuck in the fact that she is starting to burn. And suddenly, she starts to scream, and tears are running down her face, and she's trying to break away from her bounds, but they won't budge. And the flame. What'd you say?
He says, "Stop this."
And then
They say,
yeah, and then suddenly flames start to erupt on the sides of the tree, and it just gets bigger and bigger. And right in front of you, you see her starting to become engulfed in these flames, and her screams become muddled. And then, regardless of the fight that you have in you and the will to want to save her, you feel your eyes start to droop. and you almost can't help it. You have this sleepy feeling, and you almost have to steady yourself. And then suddenly you drop to the ground. Your eyes are closed. Her screams are echoing in your ears, and you can't do anything. And then after a few moments, you black out. Solvi, where are you on the ship?
How is Quail doing?
Not well.
That's where I am.
Yep.
Wherever she seems like she's feeling comfortable, if there's anything, I'm practically playing a hot and cold with her smile.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there is something that brings any kind of succor, then I am there.
Okay. I could see you two being in the crow's nest again. Even though she was scared of heights before, once she was up there, it seemed like, they really liked it. So as you hold her in your arms, you have not moved from this area for a while, and she's clutching onto you. And because of this rush that you had to help, you didn't notice the aching that your body is starting to feel, and you look down to see that the color in your arms is almost fully restored. And you're almost alive again. In fact, if you're sitting still in the right capacity, you can almost feel the very faint pattering of a heartbeat in your chest. So Quail kind of sits up and she rubs her eyes. You worry about me too much. I'm just tired.
Who's worrying?
You!
I'm just here, holding my best soul. Could you blame me? I've never gotten to here out in the material.
Solvi, there are moments where I like to play and have fun and all that great stuff, but we both know what's happening.
We do.
I'm not gonna be here for very much longer.
Maybe. I don't know. And it's very possible, but it's also possible that these people can help somehow. I don't know. We can be scared, and we can also have hope, and those can both live in our chest. They live in mine.
I'm just really scared that you're not gonna be there anymore. Like you made me, and I don't know how to process that I might not be here anymore, away from you.
I don't know how it would be. And all I can hold on to is knowing that you are here. That we did meet, and I did make you, and across all of the realms, you are. Right now, you are this way, but there's no unmaking. That's what it means for us ever to have been together, for there to have been a place I should have gone to, and instead I stole you away. But if we're apart, I find you. There's no version of this where we're apart forever. Never.
I'll find you too.
Of course you will.
And she snuggles back into your chest. And she starts to drift to sleep. But before that, there's this tiny little light in her palm. She floats it towards you, and it absorbs into you, into your chest, and any doubt, any concern goes away. And when you open your eyes again, you're in this void, the void that you find the most comfort in. Your safe haven with Quail, where you have a lot of your conversations. And then you hear, above all else, I am the keeper of darkness. And you look down, and Quail is no longer in your arms. And for once in your life, the void is pressing down on you. And you black out. And that's where we are going to end for tonight. So, everyone take a minute, because there's a lot. Thank you all for joining us tonight, this morning, whatever it is for you. A lot of endings are happening. And with that being said, I just hope that if any of this was hard for you to get through as an audience, take care of yourselves first before anything else. If you enjoyed tonight, we play every Monday and Tuesday from 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. PST. And you can also join us on Saturday again from 6 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. PST for Talk Together, our chat show where we bring members of the community from the TTRPG community on to talk about all kinds of stuff. It kind of varies from players to DMs and all kinds of things. All of our shows are streamed on twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG, and you can find all of our archived episodes on YouTube at Roll Together. And there are also podcast versions of our shows as well. If you don't like watching us, you can listen to us. A massive thank you again to our D20 club on Patreon. There will be a link in the chat now, so you can go there and you can join if you'd like. Anything that happens with our D20 club, it makes this possible. So thank you. A big thanks to our sponsors as well, Hero Forge, Ultra Pro, and Elderwood Academy, and our supporters from D&D Beyond, Idol Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Warriors of Waterdeep, and Level Up Dice. And don't forget, we are Roll Together RPG all over social media. So with that being said, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the finale next time.